Hey guys, what's up? It's Kenny here. I'm just gonna go ahead and start up. Made it through the first year. I'm a sophomore now. It's pretty crazy. I can't believe it. But this will be my first ever sophomore leadership vlog. Now you might be wondering, why is there no video? Well, guess what, guys? In this one, the V is for voice. That's right, you heard it here first. No video, just voice. So, the first series that I'll be doing, I'm just gonna quickly go ahead and try to answer. Here I am. Now what? So, over the past year, I've gained admittance and I've just gained some leadership positions in different places around campus. So, what do you think those are? Well, I'll tell you. Right now I'm involved with Kappa Sigma. I'm involved with the Bailey Scholars Program, Leadership Fellows, Choir, Service Fellows, and I'm part of the swim team still. So, I'll go ahead and just break it down for you by organization, what I'm doing this year. For Kappa Sigma, that's going to be my main priority this year. It's where I'm going to focus most of my efforts. I'm currently the PR chair. I'm co-chairing with Stephen Noe. We're just pretty much there to provide the fraternity with flyers and other media sources to spread what we're doing as an organization. For example, just the other day, I had to control our budget, $600 of buying t-shirts. I had to go through the company, I had to organize my design, I had to get the shipping. It was a pretty big deal. Not a small task, not one bit. I can never say until this point I've made a $600 purchase alone. I most definitely have not ever had that much money coming into contact with hopefully 40 people. That's a pretty big sphere of influence right there. I'm also the intramural chair. That's been a really interesting process so far. Already I've had to organize online Facebook pages, group pages, and try to find people that are passionate about leadership and the sport itself, because I believe that goes hand in hand. I'm just there to organize a group of Kappa Sigmas and other members that have a common interest in the sport. Great brotherhood bonding, great time, but somebody has to organize it, somebody has to lead it. I also hope to gain in Kappa Sigma throughout this year is elections for all of our EC positions. That's pretty much the people that run the show here. I'm still working on becoming ritually proficient, so I cannot run yet. However, my goal is to eventually run for GP or GM. I am not sure which one yet, but I definitely want to increase my leadership potential and my sphere of responsibility in the fraternity. It's something I'm very passionate about. All great guys, and I love them all to death, but when it comes down to it, I want to help everybody. I want everybody to achieve the goals that we set for one another as a fraternity. I just hope to gain one of these positions in order to install and make sure that we follow what Kappa Sigma stands for. For the Bailey Scholar Program, that just occurs once a week. However, on Monday night we get together, we have a Bible study. I'm going to have to lead that sometimes. Further down the road, I hope to go to seminary, and after that, who knows, maybe become a chaplain in the Army. Who knows, maybe become a youth minister somewhere. It's just up in the air right now. However, I do know that Bailey Scholars, that entire program, that is half the reason why I'm here, to be honest. First, the money attracted me, but then after praying about it and seeking guidance from God, I just really feel like that's what He wants me to do with my life. That's what I want to do with my life. So what better way to do it than through Bailey? Next up, we have Leadership Fellows. Now, obviously, that's what I'm making this whole vlog for. But, it's also just a great tool for all of these organizations. Like, without one, I can't do the other. Sure, I could become the Grandmaster. I could be the president for Kappa Sigma, but I wouldn't be able to install the same caliber, the same level of leadership. I wouldn't be able to fulfill the needs and obligations that this role requires. So through Leadership Fellows, this being my second year, I'm just hoping to keep learning about leadership in all the different forms, and I just hope to apply that in everything that I do. So that's going to be a really neat, unique feature as we start to learn about the different leadership styles and principles this year. Next, we have choir. Now, a lot of people don't think about choir being that big of a deal. However, here at Randolph-Macon, we practice twice a week for about 2 hours each day. Now, this has been interesting because I never really thought about it being that big of a deal regarding leadership. However, it's more of a self-assessment. We're starting to read Turkish and Greek music, and I'm not that musically inclined. However, I've had to push myself and hold myself to the standard that all these other choir folks have for themselves and try to live up to that. I definitely am, I enjoy singing. I'm not that good at it, but it is something I enjoy doing, and I think it's a fun, unique offering that the school has, so I'm going to stay a part of that. Over the summer, I picked up the last two, the first being Service Fellows. Now, I really saw Service Fellows and the Leadership Fellows, they played hand in hand. They go together, and I had to join Service Fellows because it just seemed right. It seemed like what we needed to do. Leadership Fellows, I mean, that's what gives you the skills, but it doesn't matter if you're not applying them to anything. And the whole point that I try to hold dear is that I want to serve the community. I want to give back. And Service Fellows, through Stop Hunger Now and just several other little philanthropy, I mean, they are really great leaders on this campus, and I want to be part of that. It's not my priority organization, but I'm definitely happy to be part of that, and I'm going to try to help out wherever I can with that. And last, swim team management. I was on the swim team last year, and while I did enjoyed all the swimmers on the team, some more than others at times, but hey, that's expected. Just personalities, they clash with some people and they bond with others. I mean, it's just human life. That's human nature. However, I did enjoy the swim team. I enjoyed the mentality of the program. It was definitely a high degree of dedication, and I couldn't commit as much time to the swim team this year. I knew that if I were to try to swim again, I would probably both drain myself physically and just mentally, emotionally. It takes up too much space in my schedule. So I had to go ahead and revert down to team management. Now, this allows a lot of things. It's a much more flexible position. I can just jump in and help out wherever I can, but I don't have to be there every day necessarily. And I don't have to commit a solid chunk of time. It's a lot more flexible, and I'm just there to help them out because I love that team. And swimming is a passion I've had since 6th grade, and it will always continue to be one, even if it's just for hobby or recreation. So I'm definitely happy to be part of that still, too. So that's some of the programs I'm involved with. Actually, it's all of them. But I mean, that's what I'm doing this year. What did I do over the summer? Maybe you're wondering that. Well, I actually got this awesome opportunity to work with an organization called CHAT, Churchill's Activities and Tutoring. Now, I can't even express everything I experienced this summer at all. I would encourage you to go to the CHAT website. You can find it. Just type in Chat Richmond into the Google search engine. It'll pop right up, and you'll be able to read some of my blogs. I actually wrote them out for the experience that I encountered over the summer. I can't come up with them all again on the spot, but this has been an extremely powerful summer for me. Mostly spiritual, but leadership too. I've had several great experiences in the field of dealing with kids. I mean, that's a leadership lesson in itself. Trying, and especially when you're dealing with like inner city kids that they haven't necessarily had the same styles of learning or upraising that I experienced as a child. So it was just really a powerful and unique experience that I could not have received elsewhere. I'm definitely blessed and glad that God put me in that role. So, what do I hope to accomplish this year? Well, I already answered that somewhat. I'm hoping the big thing I want to do this year is I really want to get that GM or GP chair for Kappa Sigma. I really see myself fulfilling one of those roles. I want to become a bigger part of this organization. I'm already a dedicated member, and I have 2 roles. I'd say I've done pretty well with them both so far. I hope to continue to do so. So, through gaining one of those, I could really start to make a bigger influence on this campus. That's part of why I'm here. I mean, I've not changed from last year. My main reason for being here is academics, and that's also going to be one of my main priorities. If not the main, it is the main. I also hope to accomplish a 3.3 GPA this year. I want to keep bringing that up. My goal, ultimately, by the time I graduate, is to have a 3.5. I didn't graduate. I moved on from freshman year with a 3.2, and I hope I can continue just doing better and better each year. So, I think that's my main, my main aspirations and hopes. It's to get the chair position, and it's to keep up the grades. I mean, I want to be involved with all these other organizations too, but those are my priorities. Those are the 2 I'm going to be focusing on the most. That's not to say I won't be there for other ones, and I do hope to be able to help them all out. I know that they have things to offer me. I have things to offer them. It's a great 2-way street. And that's pretty much where I'm at. That's my sophomore year that I'm looking at right now. I'm just enjoying life one day at a time. That's all you really can do. I mean, sometimes you get so caught up in the whole rush, the whole mix of things, you can't slow down to look at the big picture. You can't just... Sometimes you need to look at the big picture, I admit that. But sometimes you just gotta enjoy the moment too. I'm starting to try to do that every day. Starting here, starting now. Just listening to some fine jazz music, doing my leadership vlog. Alright guys, this has been Kenny with his first sophomore vlog. I hope you all keep it classy, keep it cool, and I will catch you next time.